Hey girls, it's Alexia Cortez here at AMIClubwear, and today I'm bringing you a tutorial on how I do my eyebrows. Brows are such a huge thing right now in like the world of makeup and social media and everything. You always hear the expression brows on fleek. Keep in mind that as you're doing this, you're going to have to master doing two brows symmetrically with the tools that I'm going to suggest to you today, and with plenty of practice, you're going to be able to nail this and have brows that beautifully frame your face. Okay, these are the products that you're gonna need. First and foremost, you are going to need a pomade. So what I absolutely love is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. It's like a cream gel consistency. This is what the product looks like. This is a brand new one that I just opened up. If you feel that $18 is a little steep for your brow product, you can go ahead and try NYX's Tame and Frame alternative. This runs about $5 to $6 at drugstores. This is the shade Brunette. This one is soft brown. Okay, that's my color. So next you're gonna need a stiff angled brush to apply the brow product. I suggest something that has a very thin line of bristles. You don't want something too thick because you want to have plenty of control. This is the MAC 263. Anastasia also sells some of her own brow brushes, which are great because they have a spoolie like this on the other end, which is great for cleaning up and blending out your brows. This is a Brow Wiz pencil. I actually stopped using this to do my brows and opted for the Dip Brow Pomade just because I think it's a superior product, but this one is great for touch-ups. This is in the shade Caramel. Next, you are going to need, optionally, concealer for cleanups. Foundation, it's the foundation that you have already used, hopefully. I don't like to do my brows on skin that doesn't have foundation on it already because I have a very difficult time blending the foundation around brows that are finished without messing up the eyebrows. So next, optionally, I have some brow scissors. These are great for cleaning up unruly brows. So you're gonna just go ahead and get the spoolie, brush your brows up, and then clean up by cutting off whatever hairs stick above your brow line, and then brush down so that the hairs are facing down, and again, trim those hairs that are below the brow line, and then any other hairs that you think are just too long. This is the Japanesque tool, and I got this at Ulta. You're gonna need a fluffy brush if you use concealer or foundation to clean up your brows because you wanna make sure that you have the product nice and blended. So this is a brush from It Cosmetics. I'm actually not even sure what brush this is called. It's like a domed eyeshadow blending brush. Finally, you're gonna want a contour kit or your powder that you use to set your foundation. This is just gonna be great for adding a little bit of setting powder and highlight underneath your brows once you're finished. There's a highlighter and then two matte highlight shades right there. So a lot of girls are not sure on the ideal shape and length of their brows. In order to kind of master that, a good rule of thumb is to get a pencil or a skinny brush, hold that up to the outer edge of your nostril, okay? Hold that straight up. That's about where your eyebrow should start, okay? In order to figure out where the highest point of your arch should be, take that same brush against your nostril again and have it cross over your pupil. And that's where the arch of your brow should be. And for as long as it should be on the outside, again, against your nostril and outer corner of your eye. And that should line up very nicely. Okay, so the first step is to get your pomade and get your stiff bristled brush. You're gonna get a little bit on the brush. Okay, if you have an excess on the brush, just get the lid and kind of like wipe off the excess and blend it. And just start drawing a line like about 3/4 of the way in at the bottom of your brow. Follow the natural line of your eyebrow. If you want to make it a little bit thicker, then just go slightly underneath your brow, but try not to go too far off where your brow naturally is. I mean, some people are really good at making that look natural after they do that, but you know, you don't want it to be obvious that your eyebrows are super fake. So I'm taking this to about where my natural brow ends. Now you're gonna use the product that's still on the brush, and you're just gonna start distributing that throughout your brow very lightly with short strokes. Kind of blend that line out a little bit. So you may or may not need more product at this point. If you do, just again, get a little bit, just maybe use what you still have in the cap. And now you're gonna define the top line of your brow. Again, starting about 3/4 of the way into the brow. Use very light, gentle strokes. I am following, for the most part, where my natural hairs are and the natural arch of my brow. Okay, so now there's still a little bit of product on the brush, and I'm gonna do the beginning of the eyebrow. So that's the inner corner. This step is optional. If you don't like that like faded blended look, then go ahead and just use more product, like the same darkness that you have over the rest of the brow. But I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing a guide line for that inner part of the brow, and then I'm gonna blend the product in the area to make it a nice fade. Okay, now taking it to the top. There's different methods for doing this part. Some girls like to stroke the brush up and down. I kind of just like to still follow the direction of my brow using short strokes. This is definitely something you're going to have to practice to help it to look good. If you're not getting enough product or color, just use a little bit more pressure. I think I need a little bit more product, so I'm going to be very careful with the amount of product I put on the brush. Just a little bit more. And it does help if your dip brow is moisturized. You almost want to kind of make like little false hair strokes if you can. And as you can see, I am actually extending my brow a little bit towards the bridge of my nose because I think that my brows naturally start a little bit too far back. So now I'm going to take that spoolie I told you about, and I'm going to brush through to make sure that it looks a little bit more blended and like natural hair. Okay, so here's the spoolie. This also helps to comb the hairs into place. You can optionally use a brow gel or a brow mascara to control unruly hairs. Sometimes it requires a little bit of fine tuning with this part, so go ahead and just add a little bit more if you see any patches that need it. The next step is optional. It depends how you want your final finished brow to look. If you want a very defined brow, you can take either your foundation or some concealer to clean up the bottom and or top edges of your brow, and then use a gentle, like soft bristled brush to kind of like blend in that inner corner a little bit more, and also to blend the foundation or concealer that you add. So I'm just going to get a little bit of concealer just to demonstrate. I don't normally even have to do this. Brow skills on fleek. Little goes a long way, girls, with concealer, because you don't want it to look too cakey. Okay, So I'm just gonna gently drag this along the bottom edge to clean up the line. Okay, and then if you made any mistakes on the top or you want the top of your brow to be defined, do the same thing. Okay, girls, again, the next step is optional. If you tend to wear false lashes, or if you have long lashes and you're always getting mascara dots or like gray or black right under your brow from just like your skin being greasy, this is going to be a good way to prevent that. So just get your face powder, or get a lighter color in your contour kit, or get a highlighter shade, or get just like an eyeshadow that has a little bit of soft shimmer, and you can go ahead and set that so that it's not all, you know, greasy and attracting debris. I'm actually going to mix this with a little bit of highlight too. As you do this step, definitely try to keep the brush away from the actual brow product. And just blend that into your eyeshadow. Please do not add shimmer to areas that shouldn't have it, like right here in between your brows. Finish with clear or tinted brow mascara if your brows don't want to stay in place. Alright girls, thank you so much for watching my brow tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed learning how I do my brows. I've been doing it forever this way. I don't think I'm ever going to stop. Please make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AMIClubwear. Make sure to like our page on Facebook, facebook.com/AMIClubwear. My Instagram is at Alexia Cortez. And if you have any other questions, suggestions, comments, please put them in the box below. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, shop on our website. Also, go ahead and like the video if you liked the video. All right, girls, I'll see you next time.